am back with another live stream of Overdrive Mech City Brawl, and I hope you guys are ready for some more of this game. We will be starting shortly. I'm going to go message it out. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, hello everyone, we are back, and until some people get here, I'm going to be doing versus matches, because that's basically what I do because it unlocks more skins, so I'm going to use a line here. I'm surprised there's no random feature, to be honest with you. I'll expect vintage here. Let's find more Rocco. I like this game a lot. I do admit that if people want me to switch out to a different game before we finish all these and then switch back in later, I will. It's just, I do kind of want to just go through all the characters. Ooh, that's gonna leave me smart. What do we have here? Shield. Dude, I completely forgot that I have your shield for a second there. I could probably actually get a combo off of that. Okay. Why'd you make it, Trooper? I got a skin for Shifu, which is nice. Just doing a few versus matches before we begin with this also gives me a bit more of an experience against. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, you are probably not the best one. Yeah, completely discounted. Honestly, you can combo off that. I'm just bad at it. Oh, okay, so that's a healing item. Okay, that's an interesting fact about it. Okay, I killed him with the shield toss. I'm kind of happy I did that. You know, I don't get and I got a skin for Crystal. I don't. And one thing I do like about this is it does doing these versus matches before we actually start the story mode again. Because it does give me a chance to. Okay. Ooh, kicked him right in the face off of that. Yeah, there is a sailboat in the water. It's right there. Something over here. Okay, that's a special. Okay, so that's what that is. I don't think that exists in the normal story mode. Oh, I probably could have actually pulled that off. Oh shoot! Got a special, and he's actually got a really good special super. I mean, See you at Boom. Yeah, there was a table in the water. By the way, just to ask, do you want to see me continue doing this game all the each week until we finish everything, or would you rather me do the or would you rather me switch games up a little bit? Keep them in the fire. Okay, so how about next week we'll probably do Injustice, Gods and Monks 2. But that'll probably next week I'll switch it up to Injustice Gods and Monks. I mean Injustice 2, because I do have that game as a okay, I might be in trouble here if I don't dodge. Yeah, and I mean, part of the reason that... Ow. Okay. Because I did want to so okay, got a top hat thing. Alright, next week I'll do Injustice 2 and do a few weeks of that, then maybe finish this. Okay, so for arcade mode, I'm gonna pick one myself this time because it's one I've wanted to do. And that is going to be Pescado. So I've been wanting to do this guy for a while. And also, if you've noticed, I gave him the one that gives him basically the color scheme of the Seacons, which I find a funny color scheme, a fitting color scheme to give the guy. So, okay, next week I'll switch to something else, because I admit that if this game had more like arcade endings and stuff, it would probably be a lot easier to do every week, but it doesn't, and that seems to be to me that's a big issue with it. Okay. We already did this mission last week. Because I accidentally didn't realize my mic was turned on. Fear not, citizens! The great Ignacio Pescado Melipe is here. Yeah, like, I think this is a game you basically want to. Okay, also, though I do like that he has this. Okay, wait. Oh, that was hilarious. Which one is it? Oh yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Drop kick. Get over here! Okay. Oh, I don't have any military training, sir. Of course, no job is too difficult for Pescado the Mighty. Okay, we already saw that one last week, so I didn't really see much reason to go over it in detail. But Yeah, like, the thing is, the main thing that I like about this one is the whole the characters have different personalities. I do really like that fact, but it does kind of, when you do it back to back so many times, it does get a little repetitive. So, yeah, I'm probably going to... Okay, oh, where the Battle League headquarters. I've been in the fire station before. I haven't been with the league long, but they made like sort of buff smiles each other around the world in this thing. They're never sweet. Yeah, let's go for a weapon pack. Granted, I'm not sure weapons actually fit this guy all that much. It feels like I get... But you kind of need weapons, at least some range options if you want to do certain things. Also, he hits like a truck. Like, Pescado hits like a truck. Okay, that was a weird one. Drop kick. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's a clothesline. How do I do the German suplex? Or is it just I have to be behind them for that? I do like that it's, that was the get over attack. But yeah, I can understand getting tired of it. I'm getting a little bit... Like, I'm not fed up with this. I mean, I like this game a lot, but it is kind of getting a little weird to just... is that most of the dialogue stays the same, but then there's a couple things that are different each time. Anna, you're from Mech Battle League. Did you ever meet the Iron Lady? I haven't. I'm new to the league. You see, she retired before I joined. Ironically, she's much younger than I am. Oh, so he's an old guy. Okay. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna get my thrusters a boost this time. And cool. And I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be back in a few minutes. But I gotta run and do something really quick. Okay, I'm back. And let's go for a random mod this time, because he's already got a lot of power to him. Like, he hits a lot of harder than a lot of other characters do right off the gate. Which, again, I suppose is the point. He's meant to be a brawler. Ooh, drop kick to the face. I find that an interesting attack. How do I do something different? Because I know he's German suplexing. Okay, I don't know how he German suplexing. Yeah, everyone knew the flop. I remember that. Quick recovery. That's actually rather useful because because some of his attacks drop him onto the ground normally, which kind of interesting. I do like that he has a luchador style. I just wish I knew how he kept German suplexing me. Like, there's probably something about how he works that I'm not getting. Okay, let's go to Mexico. That's his home state, I assume. Well, home city. Also, other discussion. Me and some other friends of mine a few days ago were... And I keep forgetting to put in those new weapons I got. Okay, so his normal kick is like is basically a super kick. That's cool. Okay, how do I do that German suplex? Drop kick is cool and all, but how do I get... I don't know how he did this. Maybe it's one of the things that has to be in the air? I don't know. I mean, I like the drop kick. I just wish I knew how to do the German suplex that Pescado kept doing on me. Let's see, got some... Though, since I'm decent at this game, how about the second one I do tonight I actually do on hard to see if there's any noticeable difference? Like, I'm not sure if the hard mode would have a secret boss or something. Like, it might. Since he's a Brawl, like, a lot of games do have like a secret hard mode thing, but I don't know how many do or not. Okay. Your secret is safe with me. Pescado's a trustworthy. I like this guy. He's cool. See, I see the prototype Mech General. No, sir. I like how they basically went with, like, this character's entire shtick, and I keep forgetting to change the weapons. I do kind of hope that there's a character that Malinka has. I do apologize for the damages, though. The humble Squirrel will. Nonsense. These creatures are no match for the stupendous. Ricky, who's past his prime, slow me down. I won't get in your way. In fact, you will see my age is my greatest strength. You truly believe that? Alright, old man, hit me. Strike an ally? Wow, that's absurd. I like this guy's personality. Like, he's very chipper and optimistic. I like that in that character. And there's that boss again. I do like the design of the bosses in this. I just wish that there's a bit more variety, is what it needed. You want to figure out how to take the round here? There's the guy here. Hello, other viewer. Okay, I want to try something here. I still don't know how that works. Oh, I got super armor. Okay, so that's super armor. That's what it is. It doesn't protect you from damage, but it prevents you from flinching. Okay, so it does not work. That does. Also, Trooper, would you prefer I do Injustice 1 or Injustice 2? Because I do have it, both of them. Like, would you want me to do Injustice 1 and then do Injustice 2, or because I kind of would just like to go do Injustice 2 because I haven't played it before. Like, I've played Injustice, I've beaten Injustice 1, have not played Injustice 2 yet. Start with 1? Okay, can do. And I've already got that, so or does this one stack? Yeah, and it's just the same thing I've already got, so I'll just trade it for the resource points. Okay, that I can do. I've beaten Injustice 1 story mode already, but I can do it again. The Injustice games are fun, but one thing I don't really like in a lot of fighting games is the concept of the whole meter burn move. At least the way that it's implemented normally. And like the thing is, I get it, it's a big part of the metagame and stuff, but when you watch people play, they never, and that reminds me, I need to actually go to the armory and actually put some of these new weapons in. And I'll just put the mirror shield in because none of the other weapons really, like, the only weapon that I can really see fitting this guy, and I'm going to try to get it here, is like the crowbar and frying pan. She is young and full of admirable vigor, but Pixada the steadfast cannot be provoked. The same way after taking some time off. That's ludicrous. She's already a legend with nothing left to prove, but I understand retiring from wrestling while champion wasn't enough for me either. Okay, that wasn't. Well, my trusty Genesis drive has not failed me yet. Okay, I like this guy's character. Again, he's very optimistic. But yeah, I can do Injustice 1. I think, like, overall, I like that I like the Injustice games. how do I do the... How do I do that German suplex? Like, I want to do the German suplex and I don't know how. That drop kick is cool. Well, maybe it's one of those things where I can't do it on monsters. Maybe it's only for other mechs that I can do it. Get over here. I was kind of seeing if doing that was like a meter burn version, but... And I get it that the meter burn mechanic is like a big part of the metagame and all that, but the reason I don't necessarily like it is I like to see super moves, and in the metagame no one ever uses the super moves. Like if you watch actual professional people play, none of them want to do... Okay, that's new. Oh, okay, that is a clothesline. So that's a lariat, a charging lariat. That's what it is. Okay. I like how his mech, instead of like having a mask, literally has a fish for a head. Like, I find that just hilarious. Okay. Well, the blaster kind of fits him. I don't think a gun fits him all that much, unless, like... they really should have added, like, a steel chair to this or something. Because Piscato is in it, and these are all basically weapons from the in-universe giant robot equivalent of pro wrestling. Okay, let's give me the blaster in place of the mirror shield. I don't really think a shotgun is all that fitting for a wrestler bot, but I'm going to put it in just in case I need it. Like, just in case I need it for emergencies. But I'm trying to get the crowbar or frying pan, because those seem like much more fitting weapons for the guy. Okay. Ow. Ooh, that had to hurt. Like, that's like, Piscato is slower, but he hits like a truck. Like, he's a slower mech, but he hits like a truck. Which I do like. because it fits like the interesting thing is he's based off a luchador, but I got grenades. Okay. Well, I guess that there are times when wrestlers have used explosives, so... Oh yeah, there's explosives in, like, pyrotechnics and stuff. Okay, so I can kind of stretch that making sense. Okay. Let's replace the... Oh no, let's put the normal grenade up here, and then the stun grenade as the normal one. But yeah, and Injustice games I really like, but I kind of like the fact that Mortal Kombat, the latest one, Mortal Kombat 11, sort of changed up how the super move works and disconnected it from the actual meter. Like now the super meter in Mortal Kombat 11 is disconnected from the... Hi, Steel Kaiju Gang. Ow. Okay, that's an unorthodox. Nice! I like that clothesline attack of his. Nice, Steel Kaiju Gang. Drop kick. You got a research boost there. I think this would I think another thing is that this doesn't have a standard arcade mode where you just do a bunch of fights in a row. It has this story mode, which I feel like if there was a standard arcade mode, it would... Like, I feel like if it had a standard arcade mode where it was just you fight a lot of opponents in a row, it would probably be a lot better to me. Like, it feels like that's something that's missing, is that mode where you just go through a rush of enemies. Like one opposing mech after another, because it has a versus mode. It feels like it needs an arcade. But I do give them credit, even though the story mode is obviously not the main point. Like the actual fighting game element is the main point. You would have the Link Awakening monitor for reinforcements. I must work quickly. And I do like the bosses. Like, I like the boss designs. I wish there were more variety in the base monsters, but there's a good number of them. I just wish there were... Yeah, this is a super armor move. I kind of want to finish him with that. Yeah, clothesline. I do like that he has an actual clothesline. I just wish it was animated a bit better so that but you know, it actually had the impact of a clothesline. Victorious once again, now on to Malinka. You know, I think I like this guy a lot. I think it was a missed opportunity to not make him a, shout out to El Santo. I feel that would have been something they could have done. Okay, the revive with 15% health, that actually fits a luchador, to be honest with you. Like, it feels like that would have been the thing to do, because if you made him a shout out to El Santo, it would, him fighting giant monsters would be so fitting. Like, have you seen anything relating to El Santo? He's fought so many weird things in movies. On my way! So having the luchador mecha being based off him would have been probably a really good idea. I don't even know if he has a skin based off of him or not. You'd think they would have, but... Now the interesting... Oh, I'm so big, you can barely see Satesh. And General, I see Malinka. I think she might be okay. You're in one piece. Excellent. We heard your distress call, and... I asked for reinforcements. Oh, you received more than you expected, but Scott lose to astound. The interesting thing is, this is actually them being fairly similar. He has a fish. Oh, you're looking at me, an ally? Your mech is not functioning, yeah. Okay, get to a safe place. I may have to fight dirty. We're back in one piece. Let's do what is necessary. Your safety must come first. I like that, where he's like, look, your safety is the primary concern here. Okay, so yeah, he uses the German suplex on other mechs. What weapon landed over there? Okay. Ooh, that was a nice use of the... Well, he did say he'd fight dirty. I guess pulling out a gun was probably... Of course, whatever it takes to get you back on your feet. Don't worry about yourself, old man. Don't worry about the bill. Just let's just get back to the general. I like that he's the first... Like, he's very nice. Like, I like that about this guy. He's extremely nice. Also, Steel Kaiju Gang, we're going to be taking a break from this game. next week, I'm going to be doing Injustice Gods Among Us next. Because people are getting a little tired of this, and I kind of am too, so it feels like the right thing to do. Okay, let's go for this. Okay, somehow I missed. Ow. I killed you with a... Okay, finally, Shoot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Biscotto!
I dead? I think I'm dead. Oh dear. Okay, so tonight again is going to be the last night we do this for a while. I do want to finish the other mechs at some point. Okay, let's just do a normal research boost and up our actuators afterwards. Okay. I hate these stupid things. Oh, okay, so his dash can actually hurt things. That's unique. Does that mean if I do this now? So, okay, he can only do the drop kick on enemy mechs. He can't do it on enemy monsters. That was right. Get over here. Okay, we're in trouble. I do like that suplex. Like, that suplex is really satisfying to land. I do find it interesting, though, that he only uses the suplex on enemy mechs. He does not use it on enemy robots. I mean, on enemy monsters, which I suppose makes a bit of sense, because the enemy monsters have such a vastly different, like, appearance to them. You sent out a distress call. It was the right thing to do. Prototype mech? What exactly are they working on exactly? Basic Genesis drive has been good to me, but yes, I've heard about your Goliath. This Genesis drive? Yes, I owe an apology. You came to help. You did not hesitate to back up all that talk. All that talk. And the neighborly Pescado will not hesitate to do it again. How do you come up with all these tiles for yourself? There's Ursula. He's on him at all times. Okay, that's funny. And we need to boost our actuators here. I think that there's a few things, like, if this game ever gets a sequel, which I kind of hope it does, there's a few things they need to do. They need to give it a proper arcade mode. They need to make the story mode more interesting. Because as it is, the story mode's kind of too bare bones. like how that thing. I like how these particular ones have that "oh crap" reaction. Get over here. Okay, something weird happened there. Ooh, that had to hurt. Ow. Okay, I say weapons don't really fit the guy, and now I'm dual-wielding laser guns. I like that cross, like a lot of his moves are wrestling moves. You know, even his like default punches and kicks. Like even his default punch is like a giant chop, which is kind of one of those smashes a wrestler would do, and it kind of looks like a cross chop when he does his double one, which it generally feels like a lot of his moves are wrestling moves, which I like. Okay, let's boost our armor now. Okay, let's go to Morocco for a research boost. I do, and one thing I will give this game, the design of the mechs is awesome. I wish I had someone else I could play with, because there is the, like, this game is meant for the versus. Like, that's the thing. Get over here! Ooh, that's really an interesting one. Oh, interesting dent in there. Oh shit. is probably gonna hurt. Oh no, I actually hit him so hard, I managed to hit him hard enough that I killed him through it. Grenade! Those bomb things are annoying. That lariat actually covers a lot of ground. I do like that lariat covers a lot of ground. And just like this big haymaker impact when he hits a guy with it. Like that I like. Okay, cosmetic unlocked, I got blue for... Like, the irony is, like, I did get a lot of nice ranged weapons. The problem is those ranged weapons don't fit this character at all. Like, when I try to get them from Mecha I never get them. Like, I always want a lot of, like, ranged weapon when I'm playing as Meta-Gekon. Okay, let's upgrade the thrusters again. Well, so if you're wondering why I chose this particular skin for him, it's because he's fish-based and it makes him look like a Seacon. I find that hysterical. Okay, I see the Xenotype. An abomination, more machine than Xenotype. Okay, so you can actually hit that thing in the air. Not really recommended. Grabbing. I can't actually do the drop kick. Okay, I actually drop kicked to do that. That's kind of cool. And actually, that kind of like that seems to be an AI breaker to a degree because that thing did not seem to know how to react to that. Indeed, we must get those samples of Dr. Fujiwara post haste. Like that's an interesting thing is that drop kick grapple seemed to confuse that thing. It didn't really seem to know how to react to it. Overcharged hits 3. Okay. I got a banana hat. Okay, they're reactivating Project Titan. No, honestly, I could probably just straight up skip this. I just wanted to see if I do anything different. I'm going to Japan for this one because I don't... Doctor, what is this Project Titan? Most excellent. Is anyone still in the chat? This actually looks kind of hysterical. Yeah, what we're doing. Okay, guys. Suplex. Ooh, drop kick right to the face. I do like this big bruiser sort of character. And I mainly check that because sometimes I legitimately don't know if it's because people just don't have anything to say, or if it's because PS4 decided to be stupid and stop showing the comments again. Hey, Paul. Glad you can make it. Let's see if I can get a more fitting weapon to this guy than bombs. Plus, the grenades kind of suck. Like, they're really good against stationary targets, because they just explode. Like, they take a while to explode. Okay, bowling off. Ow. Ooh, okay, that was kind of a stomp. Okay, I need a grenade. Another mech? Okay, we got some distance on him, so we might just be able to dodge this. Well, I finished him off with the curl with the okay. Fire guns repeatedly. Grenade. I do like that his dive kick is a drop kick. Like, drop kicks are just so much fun to hit. Okay, now did I finally get something useful? Like, okay, yes, I finally get the one that probably fits me, the crowbar. Because these grenades kind of suck. And like the Uzi's a good weapon. Like Uzis are good weapons, especially dual wielding them, but they don't really fit in. Like at least the lasers kind of fit as more cartoonishness. If that was a word, which I don't think it is. But okay, so frying pan. You replace the beam sword. And big old hammer. Let's get a research boost. Also, poll, next week we're going to be doing Injustice Gods Among Us instead of this game. Like, I like this game a lot, but Injustice 2 is, I mean, but we've kind of played it so many times at this point. Yeah, now this feels like something more like a wrestler would actually hit someone with. Ow. Okay, Mirror Eye's here now. Yeah, like, we've been playing this for so long, I don't blame people for getting a little burnt out on it. Like, I love this game, but I'm getting burnt out on it at the moment. Yes, I know, we're dealing with the nest. I'm kind of busy dealing with a berserk robot from the future right now. Get over here! Oh, get over here! Okay, so that finished him off. Giant frying pan of doom! And drop kick to the face! do believe that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Piscato!
Oh, come on, at least give me the fiery aura. But yeah, I completely understand getting sick of this game. Like, it's one of those games that it feels like it's made for the multiplayer. This is a multiplayer game, and the story mode is bare bones. Like, the main fun thing about the story mode is seeing all the different pilots' personalities. Like, that's the main draw of the story mode, is the people's personalities. Is it Doctor? What's wrong? Wait, is that bad? Those infected mechs, yeah. Okay, I mean, if I continue to, we will not survive this. Okay, where's Sub-Zero? On to the moon! Which, let's see, what do I want to upgrade here? My coolant was becoming an issue there, so let's upgrade that. And final boss. Yeah, I think the problem to me is they should have done, like, just an arcade mode. But the arcade mode, like, they should have done an arcade mode, but had the pilots have different interactions at the beginning of each of them. Like, that feels like how they should have probably done it. What's happening? This is the job for the Valley for cover. Here comes this guy. Yeah, I was sent by Dr. Fujiwara. That means not lunch. Yeah, I'm noticing we've never seen such a amount of only concentrated amounts of troxinium, and a tight drive can do that. Hi, XX! No, you're not in pure cheer. You will get out alive. Yeah, I like Injustice. I like the Injustice games a little, like, I don't like the comics as much. Keep your silly basket. Piscato will be unretiring, will not die today. I don't, like, Mortal Kombat is, my opinion on Mortal Kombat is kind of weird. Like, I like all the kooky characters. Like, one thing I do like about Mortal Kombat is all the, like, the kooky characters that are in it. Okay, can I still suplex you? Yes, good, I can still suplex him. Yeah, that was a cool little Easter egg that they did with that. Is that they gave Shang Tsung the, they added that from the movie that Shang Tsung had killed, Johnny Cage's master. Get over here! You just honor your father's memory, Bane. I honor him with every breath I take. She fought Terrence, you are one. Yeah, that is another thing that I think makes Injustice have more replay value than this, is because you're only fighting like corrupted mechs in this, you don't get those you don't get those intros that Injustice and Mortal Kombat have for the arcade mode. Where every time you play through with a different character, you're going to get different interactions out of it, and this game does not have that. General! Sorry to startle you. Have you initiated the self-destruct sequence? Better hurry, I may be an unstoppable force with this creature with an immovable killing machine. I like this better. Like, these characters feel like if they did that, they would have a lot more, game would have a lot more replay value. Because if they did a normal arcade, okay, can I suplex you? Probably not. No, you're now a monster, so I dropped you instead of being evil. Okay, let's see what weapon is here now. It's all weapons. Frying pan of doom! Ow. If you ain't seen a giant frying pan of doom, it's not a good idea for this. Like I'm not into the gore factor of Mortal Kombat, but I am into like the kooky, fun characters. I like fighting games that have kooky, fun characters and seeing how they interact. And that is one flaw to this game, is you don't really get those interactions like you do in Mortal Kombat. Which I feel if they'd done that would have made a lot more sense. Like even them fighting herds is doing that, and it's not done yet. So it feels like if they'd had like intros where the characters like bounce off of each other, this game would be a lot better. Here's ours, especially now that we know Traxinian has been the problem all along. Get back to Earth to help finish the job. And you should probably call your daughter. We had a few past again with your photo. I like that joke. But yeah, Mortal Kombat. I remember having Deadly Alliance, which, as I found out later on, probably is not one of the most well-liked games. Like it's kind of a divisive game from to my knowledge. But I did play that a lot. I'm not really into the gore factor of Mortal Kombat. I'm more into the kooky characters, and how they interact, and their big, larger-than-life personalities. That's the thing that draws me to Mortal Kombat, is the characters. And the interactions between those characters. And Injustice 2 and Injustice 2 have that as well, with the character interactions. Like, yes, there's some generic ones, but the other characters will react to them differently. So you don't really get two characters with the same generic interactions. But Mortal Kombat, I prefer, Mortal Kombat's one of those games where I'm not a big fan of the gore factor all that well. It doesn't much attract me. I like seeing the spectacle of some of the fatalities. That is something I do like to see. But I'm not really a big gore hound. Which is going to sound weird given I'm a big horror movie buff. Okay, since this is going to be the last time we're going to play for a while, I'm going to go to arcade. And actually, you know what? Instead of playing through... Well, no, I want to see the personalities of the characters. That's the big problem I have with this. If you want to see the personalities of the characters, you have to see story mode. And the story mode is kind of longer than your average arcade mode. Like, your average arcade mode is just a bunch of fights you can get through in a short while. Okay, we're going to use Vider, because I really want to see what her thing is, because I've really been curious about her. But I would, if in arcade mode when you did a fight, the two characters would interact, that would be really nice. I really like those interactions between characters. Now, the thing is with, Super Smash Brothers, the thing is those are pre-established characters. So you know what their characterization is, and you can kind of get there, and they still get a bit from the, ending victory screen. And from story modes, which I'm glad they brought back a story mode, sort of. Okay, who's my character's name? Nana. So my character's name is Nana. My pilot name is Nana. Yeah, the sillier aspects. Oh! These creatures, they appear alien, yet familiar. So we're kind of playing as sort of it kind of reminds me think of a ranger from D&D with that outfit. Can't help but feel a sense of kind of kinship, but this instruction cannot be left unanswered. My hand is full. Goddess, forgive me. Okay, so she worships a goddess. That's an interesting picture. Okay, so she... Ow. long legs. Okay. Let's see, what's my first thing? Okay, so I got a bow and arrow. That's interesting. Okay, so that's like a dash attack. Oh, that is awful. Yeah, that is kind of... Hi, Andrew. Okay, I do want to see if there's like a meter burn. Oh yeah, there is a meter burn. I can charge... Okay, she can charge that. Oh, and she can double jump. Okay, that's unique. Okay, I like this character. Do you copy? Who is this? This is not a good time. Good job. I take no pleasure in what I've done. You would be better served asking someone else. I don't normally align myself with men like you, however. Okay, I like that she has a she worships a goddess. That's kind of cool. Are we talking about Deadly Alliance? Which, if that is the case, then yeah, that is kind of impact battery. Okay, I get more skill charge. Okay. I know Deadly Alliance story mode canonically ends with the bad guys winning. Oh, the live action show? Yeah. On the Fighting League space station. Could never bring myself to watch one of those things, such unnecessary violence. And while we have a moment's respite, tell me what you know of the creatures so far. Show me where these creatures are, and I will observe them myself. Okay, so she's actually not from the League. That's interesting. So she's just a mecha pilot normally. That's an interesting fact about her. I didn't even know there was a lot. I honestly did not. I know there was a Defenders of the Realm, which was ironic. Okay, so she can double jump. That's interesting. Okay, what's my last one? Oh, okay, she's got a bear trap. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So who said the hero's reacting to this? I didn't get to see it before it got pushed up screen. So can someone repeat, whoever said that, repeat themselves? Because I didn't get to see it. I like this character. Like, this character's fun to play. Shock Mine and Molotov, those actually fit her because she actually uses traps. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that was live action. I thought that was Defenders of the Realm, the cartoon. So you're from... Okay, I was in Mech Battle League. Okay, this character was from Mech Battle League. Here we get to meet Ernly. Oh, you must have mistaken me for someone else, my dear, but yes, I have heard of her. Okay, so she's not from Mech Battle League, but this girl thinks she is. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Looks like thrusters and armor are probably the things I want to focus on with her. Also to the armory. Because those look like things she would probably use. Yeah, I know there was a cartoon. I honestly thought that within the cartoon, I didn't know there was a live action series. Huh. You learn something, the more you know. She is very agile. Okay, which live-action remake are they making now? Which one are they remaking now? Dual wielding kind of fits this character because she has sort of an elf thing. Like, dual-wielding weapons just kind of fits her. Yeah, Shang Tsung manages to make a... Little Mermaid, that one I knew about. You know what one I'm scared of? Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, they're making a live-action Lilo and Stitch movie. Yeah, why Lilo and Stitch? Like, you're gonna have a child actor and a CGI Stitch, and I'm not... Like, not saying child actors can be good, but half the time they don't pick the best people for those. Yes, Lilo and Stitch live action. It's a thing that is going to exist. Yeah, the movie's good! Like, Lilo and Stitch is a really good movie! Why do you have to go and remake it with... Well, I'm assuming going to be a child actor and a terrifying CGI Stitch. Like, I get it in a way Stitch is supposed to be a little scary, but... Yeah, like, and the thing is, I get it, Aladdin apparently wasn't that terrible. Like, apparently Aladdin wasn't unbearably awful, but I've heard it wasn't as good as the original by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, it turned out to be kind of mediocre, but I heard the guy they got to play Jafar did a bad job. Like, that's the problem with a lot of remaking these classic movies. The original performances, at least some of them, are so memorable. Like, if you look at Jafar in the original Aladdin, he is one of the most memorable Disney villains in the history of Disney villains. You remember that character. You will never forget that character. He's... Okay, let's put these into Genesis Drive, actually. What I heard, and this was just my friend's personal preferences, is Jafar was way too subdued. And from the way the actor was, he blended into the background too much. Like, the original Jafar has this very identifiable silhouette. Like, it's hard to mistake Jafar for anything else. Secrets are of no consequence to me. My interest is in the creatures. Mainly because of, yeah, it... Is that the mech you're so concerned about? Suppose one must howl with the wolves one is among. I see no mechs, General. I like this character's personality. Okay, planted that there. Yeah, there wouldn't have any repairs to worry about. Good to see you again, Malinka. What are you doing here, Nana? Is this a bit out of your league? Concerned with my safety, I see. You should know better than anyone that I can handle myself. These aren't your woodland creatures, Non. These are things only know how to kill. You'd only get in the way. Pseudo greatness has always narrowed your vision, child. Even now, I'm a realist, Non. This is no place for you. Perhaps, though without a tempered mind, I fear this is no place for you either. Okay, I like her interactions with Malinka. Like, that is a very unique interaction with Malinka. Yeah, this mech has an awesome design. Like, it really does. Like, this is one of my favorite designs in the entire game. You want to prove the guy would take the real combat scenarios? This guy is all yours. Yeah, I like this design, and this is just one of many really cool colors. Okay, actually, come here, guys. Okay, that was kind of a curved pump. But then again, I did light him on fire, and that deals a lot of damage. But yeah, this is one of my favorite designs in the entire game. And this color scheme, like this is a Christmas themed skin that she has, like a reindeer themed skin. But all of her skins look really cool. Impact battery, okay. But yeah, this is a really cool mech design, and I like all the mech designs in this. I wish, I wish there was just more interactions between characters. If there's one thing this game needed more of, it's that they needed to have an arcade mode where you see the characters actually interact with each other. You said you weren't in the league. Indeed, she was my best student, and she knew... Oh, so we're her teacher! Okay. That's an interesting dichotomy the others don't get. Indeed, she was my best student, she knew it. She eventually left my side to test herself in a more direct manner. League fighting against other mechs, but why leave you behind? I protect the woodlands, wildlands, from those who would destroy it. This is my calling. Perhaps it was I who left, not her. She seems to have done well for herself regardless. Ambitious always, she will stop nothing to achieve greatness, even if it costs 500,000 RP. I'll just have to make do with what I have, dear. I like this character. But again, that's the biggest thing. These characters need to interact more. They really do. Like, if this game had an arcade mode where all the characters would Man, I was just following, okay. Ooh, point blank shot an arrow in the face. That had to hurt. Ooh, multi-kill. Let's use these because they're very good at... inflicting a lot of damage really quick. A multi-kill, which I do like. Yeah, this mech has an awesome, like, this is definitely one of my favorite mechs in the game. Like, I like her combat style, I like her movement abilities, and I like her pilot a lot. Gunslinger, okay. Yeah, the new suits in Spider-Man PS4 that they just released. Let me see, it's the new suit, his new primary suit from that movie, and his stealth suit. Which, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man Far From Home. Haven't gotten a chance to see it yet. Might go see it Friday, maybe? Okay. Let's go for research boost in the USA. But yeah, those are cool suits. I like that they're still adding stuff to that game, even though it's past its DLC cycle. I like that they're still adding like small little things here and there to it. Ooh, that's gonna leave an interesting mark. Oh, I just killed a lot of things. I like the bow and arrow motif of her. It really... It does fit her a lot. And I guess she is really a ranger, because that kind of fits her personality, like what we find out she does. And the, Maestro's geoskin, and her armaments, because she's basically got a bit of a nature thing. She's got the bear trap and she's got the bow and arrow. So I guess she is a ranger. Okay, I need to upgrade my actuators. Let's get a random mod from Japan. And I like that she's got range, because not a lot of characters in this game have a lot of long range abilities. Yeah, I'm probably going to keep going a little bit longer just to finish her out. And that shouldn't take all that long, because she is pretty strong. She has really long legs. That gives her like a lot of reach. she probably won't take that long because she's pretty strong. And she got this range on her, so... Like, I get the feeling this is a character that's more meant for PvP than PvE. Because it doesn't feel like the mobs have much... really have a lot of means of countering her range. Especially with her powers powered up enough. Malika, is that you? Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish her out because she's pretty dang strong, so she should be able to... I mean, I'm pretty good with her, so I should be able to get through this very quickly. Think carefully, General, as Malika doesn't have much time. Just help me. I like she worships the goddess. Like, that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, this character is kind of powerful. And I guess that's kind of the point, because she's Malika's instructor. Thanos says her, sir, I should go help Malika. Given that they said that she knows Iron Lady, and they look kind of similar, part of me imagines they're siblings. Like, I bet this character is Octavia's sibling. Yeah, no. I don't want the Titan Drive. Like, I think if you combine that with the right regen item, you would basically become unstoppable. Like, you would basically become the most game-breaking thing possible. Like, healing items are already kind of a game breaker. Is she under attack? By the old gods, if you are too late, you will not hear the end of this. And I like that she basically just has no qualms about calling the general out on his crap. I like characters that have no problem calling out, like, the morally ambiguous character on their crap. See Malinka, but I sense something is amiss. Malinka, thank the goddess. Are you alright? Had to be you. Now's not the time, child. We need to leave this place. Of course, that sufficiently explains why it has been locked on to me this whole entire time. Can you regain control? You're not even in it. You need to disable it before it's too late. Subdue it. This will not be easy. It'll be of no use to you in One Piece if we do not survive this. I like her, like, basically saying, yeah, like... Yeah, this game, like, I get a feeling a human character would be able to handle that a lot easier than the computer. With as much with much new failure, as you feign a lack of concern, where I left you in the first place. I like this character. I do like this character a lot. Research boost. Okay, that's useful. But yeah, I like, by the way, has anyone seen Spider-Man Far From Home yet? I'm really excited because Mysterio's in it, and Mysterio is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. And I've so wanted to see him in a actual film. Like, I've so wanted to see Mysterio actually appear in a Spider-Man movie. I'm so glad that he is. I love the design they gave him. That suit looks so... It's perfect. It's Mysterio, but at the same time, it's... Those things aren't really much of an issue as long as she has. No, I thought the Spider-Man PS2, the Spider-Man 2 game was okay. Mysterio was not bad. I mean, I think the problem with that Mysterio was more the execution than anything else about him. Kicked in the face. This character being as agile as she is does make this kind of thing a lot easier. Okay, that's a grappling hook attack. Okay, this is actually kind of a cool fight because we both have sort of the high flying style to us. that looked like it hurt. Like point blank explosive arrow to the face. Ow. But yeah, I like that. The thing is, the Spider-Man 2 Mysterio was not necessarily bad. Respecting your money or destroy your stage was this. And there is, of course. Now, why is Watch 2.0 such important to everyone? I expect nothing less from you, Malika. And anything I said out there, leaving had nothing to do with. You did what was required to better yourself. I cannot blame you. So utilize that thing you taught me. It's so broken. But you're using it as absolutely necessary, so how good is it exactly? Okay, so what did she teach her? I'm curious about that now. Come on. Yeah, I liked Mysterio in Spider-Man 2. Like, the only thing I didn't really like was the final fight with him. Like, other than, which was funny, but at the same time, it kind of cheapened the character a little bit. Like, it feels like they should've, like, I get the idea is that, yes, he is he is the illusionist, and most of his threat comes not from, you know, being actually a physical match for Spider-Man, but from being a master of illusion and able to pull all this stuff off. Yeah, I think that just the final battle is the problem. Otherwise, it's pretty much a spot-on Spider-Man 2. Like, I mean, a spot-on Mysterio. Like, he's Quentin Beck. He's driven by ego. He's driven by this desire to prove, like, to be taken seriously and all of that. And he's this grand illusionist who can make the people of New York think they're under an alien invasion. Like, I think it's a good Mysterio. Okay, the Genesis drive is her. Maybe is something major for her. Okay, let's go for this weapon pack in Norway. But, like, I think the Spider-Man 2 Mysterio is pretty good. Like, he's a character who just, and also apparently I never bothered to put in a a ranged character in this game is kind of powerful, isn't it? This is probably... Okay, I think there's actually another Molotov over here, which will be very useful in this situation. Let's do these explosive arrows. I think there's our Molotov over there, which... So, how a giant Molotov cocktail even works, I don't know. Oh, I was hoping the fire would still be in the background. The PS1 game, was that the one? No, that was a different game. That was for there's Spider-Man 64. Okay, I got... The halberd seems fitting for her. Crowbar, not so much, which ironically was a weapon I really wanted to get with Pescado. And didn't get. Let me think here. What's another... Spider-Man PS4, I think, is one of the best Spider-Man games. Okay, let's put that new weapon. And let's replace... Okay, let's use the katana instead of the beam sword. Yeah, I remember that one. Like, Mysterio is one of those characters who is fun precisely because of his power set. Like, he's a master of illusion, and there's a lot you can do with a master of illusion. See the creature? You mean it's newly malformed with machinery? Yes. Perhaps they are more like us than we think, but why is this happening? Okay, now this is one of those characters that I think will have a lot more of an easy time with this thing than a lot of ones do. Okay. Because she actually has a ranged weapon? Okay. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Okay, good. It came back. killed it with an explosive bow. I don't think that was supposed to happen because it went outside of the map boundary, but thankfully it has that attack that can bring it right back in, so that's good. Fail to understand these creatures, but perhaps Dr. Fujiwara will find the answer to the samples you bring back. Like, this game does have glitches. I'm gonna replace a gunslinger with that because I'm not going to use any guns. Okay. Actually, I can just skip that because it never changes. What was plus project type? And what was the price of such an accomplishment? Like, what was I saying? Spider-Man PS4 is one, I think, rightfully considered probably one of the best games ever, like Spider-Man and superhero games ever made. Okay, I can actually totally buy that this character was the one that trained Malinka. Okay, point blank arrow, exploding arrows do wonders. Okay, now we're fighting this guy, who we never actually played it. Okay. Now, okay, so that doesn't perfectly stun him. Okay, what weapon we got over here? Okay, where's that alien? Ooh, point blank in the face. Ow. kill shot. Okay, so next up... Okay, let's fully upgrade our Genesis drive, then that's 6 days, so let's go to the Mexico one, because while it is the hardest, it will also progress the story mode faster. Let me think. Spider-Man Far From Home is an interesting game, I mean, is an interesting idea. For a lot of reasons. One, because Mysterio is in it, which is automatically a bit more interesting, because he's a villain that's never gotten the main villain treatment in a movie. At least I'm assuming he's at least a major villain. It seems like the Elementals are the main villain. Katana! So, realistically, this is more of a no-dachi, like, this is more of a, like, this is kind of too big to be a katana. Kill them both in one hit. Okay, so beat that. Got a legendary snowman. It doesn't matter which we do, so let's go with the... They're all exactly the same. So I Let's go with Rush Out. Final boss normally does not take too long, especially if you're a ranged character, because it has no ranged attacks in its second phase. Cut that one in the drawing. That's probably fine. Yeah, this character was I think this character was kind of meant more for the PvP version, where another player could counter this stuff. Yeah, I'm about to. This is probably. We're almost at the boss. Okay, have a nice dinner, Pole. And what weapon type did I unlock at the last? Okay, nothing that actually fits her at all. Okay, so final boss time, and then we're done for the night and done with this game for a while. I still do want to do the last few characters, but that can wait until like after Injustice. Because, yeah, this game is one you can get burned out on, definitely. What is it, Doctor? You discovered. You certain? You think Mech says, oh, that's right. It's true that if you don't it's Roxanian, then gotta submer. Okay, that's a typo. We rot. I just want to take it in my own hands. To the moon! No, how does you get to the moon? Like, does your mech just have enough thrust to get there? Well, you never launched from a space station. General Mavis, are you able to hear me? What is happening? Since what will that accomplish? what Fujo discovered, we need to stop Titan from launching. We'll bring forth that very thing. These creatures are drawn to it and they depend on it. So you watch what remains of it. Seeing a horror. No need to say such foolish things. You will survive this. It's in your family fruit basket. And I like, again, her response is just, really? It's playing oddly defensively this time around. Mid-air connection with that hurts. The irony is, while the thing's second form hits like a truck, the fact it loses its ranged attack makes it ironically kind of easier in the second form. General, calm yourself. Now what is this self-destruct sequence? May not be a fight I can win. Yeah, I didn't have super armor, so... Yeah, that thing, the second form just feels a lot less intimidating than the first form. That won't be necessary. The real accomplishment is discovering the Truxinian as the source of this catastrophe. Yeah, that is true. That must have been a glitch. Hang on, hold on. You should probably call your sister. We had a fruit basket with the phone. Okay, I like this character. This character is fun. And a very interesting character at that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Next week will be Injustice Gods Among Us instead of this game, because everyone's kind of burned out on it. I will eventually come back and do the last remaining pilots, but it'll be a good time in the future before I do that. I wish I could skip the credits. Like, they're not long credits, but I wish I could skip them. But yeah, in general, I like this character. This is a very fun character. I get the feeling she and the pilot of Belina are probably sisters. Like, that's like the way they talk and the way they look. It gives me the feeling that that's her sister. Which, again, why couldn't they have done like intro dialogue between these characters? I mean, it's dialogue boxes. All you'd have to do is like write what the characters are saying to each other. So why couldn't they have done that? Like, that is one problem with this game, but it's a fun game, just gets repetitive due to so much of the same stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.